a little bit earlier playing Warface, but I was just up and I was just thinking, whoa, what is that? I don't know. But anyway, I was up and I was just thinking about the Shane Dawson, Jake Paul documentary, or the Docu-Series, I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it, but it's basically like trying to dig into the mind of Jake Paul. That's what Shane Dawson is trying to do. So the second part came out, I believe, yesterday, and then the next part he said will be coming out on Monday. So I'm looking forward to it because I've said it on social media before, like on Twitter.
Hey, it's Paige here.
I am not familiar with Jake Paul, not really. I mean, I know who he is. I'm not subscribed to him. I don't think I've ever visited his page. And I'm not saying it like, I mean, everybody says bad things, so I don't know. But since I've never watched his stuff, I guess I can't really make a judgment myself. From what I have seen, he does seem like annoying, you know what I mean? And I think that's probably one of the main reasons why I never really watched his stuff. But I don't know, you know what I mean? He could be cool to some people, but pretty much the whole thing is the internet feels he is an asshole. They feel like he just does whatever, like he's like one of those spoiled brat kids, like if you watch like that, I don't know, like Disney movie or teen movie, you just got that one kid, like you remember the kid that was in the first Transformers movie, like whoa, what the heck? Okay, I'm pretty sure I have this on passive mode, right? Yeah, I have it on passive mode. I'm like, what the heck? But yeah, like the blonde haired kid. I mean, he doesn't have to be a blonde haired kid, but like the dude that was in the first Transformers movie, and just how he was, and you know what I mean? Like he was just this asshole kid that felt like he can do whatever. Or like the kid from the remake of the Friday the 13th movie, that was just an asshole to the dude that was trying to find his sister, like for no reason. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what YouTube makes it seem like he is. But like I said, I don't really pay attention to him, so I can't really make that judgment. But I'm kind of going off of what everybody's saying. But I'm trying to learn like a cool amount, I guess, from this documentary. Oh my god, I didn't mean to cut that on. Hold on. But yeah, I'm just kind of learning certain stuff. Like in the first part of the docu-series, it was crazy because I was seeing so much stuff that I've never seen. Because like I said, I don't really watch Jake Paul's videos, so there was a lot of stuff I was like, damn, they're setting a lot of stuff on fire, you know what I mean? But one thing that was also making me think about it, like, everybody was like, oh my god, like he's setting all this stuff on fire, it's like dangerous and everything. Wait, no, I don't think. No, the third episode isn't out yet. The third episode, he said, is gonna come out on a Monday. So I guess it's not gonna be anything this weekend. But Monday is the day. It'll be out. So I'm looking forward to it. I said it on like my Twitter and everything. Like I like watching documentaries and stuff, so that's why it's kind of interesting to me. Because like I said, kept saying that I'm not really familiar with everything that Jake Paul has done or whatever. So this is all like a learning experience for me in a way. But also, not even just thinking about him, but like in the second part where they were talking about sociopaths and everything, you know, since I don't really know Jake Paul, I was just kind of thinking about just how other people probably think, or it makes you think like, damn, do I know any of these people, or like, do I have any of these characteristics? And I think that's what's so dope about it, because it makes you really think about what's going on. Like, you're not just, it's about Jake Paul, but if you haven't seen the docu-series yet, they haven't even met up with him yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy so far, and they haven't even met up with him yet. It's just been like them talking, like building up until that point. So Monday, I'm not sure if it is when they meet up with him. I think it is. Do I think Jake Paul is a sociopath after what I heard? I don't know. Like, I mean, the stuff that they were describing, it makes sense. But like, the crazy thing is, it's like when I was watching and I was thinking of like the stuff that they were showing and that they were talking about, I started thinking about other people on social media, right? And they were like, whoa, it's so crazy how he kind of does, him and his brother do everything for the views. And then I sit there and I look at like, bro, the most crazy stuff the craziest stuff that I see is on like social media. It might be on like Twitter. It might be on a video somebody posts on Facebook or on Instagram. And it's like, dude, you have people sitting there setting their bodies on fire as a fucking challenge. And it's like, bro, you're doing that for the views. Like, that's it. Like, you're harming yourself for the views. So it's kind of like, can I really look at him so bad when I see that so damn much? Deji or Jake Paul? I'm gonna have to go with Deji, because I don't watch Deji's videos every single day, like every single time he posts, but I do watch him and he's pretty funny. So I'm gonna go with Deji. Yeah, that's my option. I don't know. I don't know why I was like really thinking about it. Like, I had to think any deeper. But yeah, the docu-series just makes you think. And that's the best part about it. The second part was really scary, because that's what makes you think like, damn. They said like it's 1 out of 25 people are probably a sociopath. And then you think about that, and you're like, how many people do I pass during the day? And then you're like, damn, I wonder like who's like that, who's really disconnected. Like, and then I always think about a documentary that I've seen of like some killer or something, and I'm like, bro, these people are so detached. And I'm like, damn, what if I'm passing like people that are killers? And I get that deep into it where I start to think about that. Um, Team 10 members paid to join. Yeah, I think so, because at that point that was probably the goal, was to get so many members, to be this big internet super group. Um, so sure, they probably were paid, but I mean, all those people that sat there and I guess came out and said that they hated it, and they were mistreated and everything. Um, you know, some shit must not have been going right, you know, so it didn't really, they might have been able to go around and look like they're living a life and everything, but like, you know, I guess that stuff does weigh on people. It's like, oh yeah, it looks like you're living this famous, dope life, which they are, but are you really happy with everything that's going on? You know what I mean? Mini Jake Paul? Wait, who's Mini Jake Paul? There's a mini one? I didn't even know there was a mini one. I was like, damn, I'm just not learning a little bit about the regular one. Like there's different sizes. That sounded weird, but like you know what I mean. Oh, there's a kid that's called Mini Jake Paul that's met up with him. Whoa, yeah, I don't know about the kid. Maybe they showed. Was that a kid that they showed a clip of in one of the Shane Dawson videos? I think they might have shown a kid that kind of, I guess, like a little blonde haired kid. That might be who it was. I'm not sure. Dude, man. Since that docu-series, like I have just been like going out throughout the day and thinking about like the certain stuff that was said. I think the second part was better in a way, just because of the first part is basically Shane Dawson talking about how he wants it to go, or like what he was going to, what he was expecting from it, or asking. They were asking the question of like, what do you think is gonna happen or whatever. But the second one was like that real documentary type stuff. Like it was like it had you thinking so much, and it probably, if it had me feeling some kind of way where I was just like, damn, this is super crazy. I know so many other people were sitting there watching it like whoa. There were probably even some people that probably went out of their house and went walking somewhere and was just looking at people like, damn, is that one? Not like, is that one like it's a creature or anything, but like, like, is that person a sociopath? Oh my God, like, cause you never know. Dude, I always think about that. It was one documentary I seen about this guy that was a murderer, and people walked past the guy, they hung out with the guy, never ever knew. Never knew. And I'm not saying that like all sociopaths have to be murderers or anything like that, but this guy was, because he was disconnected. Like he did it like it was nothing, like, and then just kept going on with life. So, mm mm. Oh yeah, I play other games other than GTA. I don't even know why. I was just sitting here looking at the map, but yeah, I play like shoot Titanfall, Call of Duty, Battlefield. Haven't played Fortnite in a while. H1Z1. Damn, and that's just the PlayStation games. I have some on Xbox, but I haven't played Xbox in a little while.
Hey, I can't say too much.
Okay. Nobody cares, Ron. Whoa. I had to save myself. But yeah, man, like, I love this series. It's very dope. I mean, because I'm into just documentary stuff anyway. But I like that stuff that kind of like makes you think, or like because it's always interesting to learn like how people are. You know what I mean? Like it's interesting because you're used to yourself, and since you're used to yourself, you know what you like, you know how you are, you know what makes you feel a certain kind of way. But it's interesting to learn about others because I don't know, it sometimes it can make you think and have a different perspective on other things, just learning how other people are. So damn, I had to knock the whole fence down. Oh wow, I really didn't. I could have just went through the gate. Just messed up my damn car a little bit. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen the Shane Dawson documentary thing, go check it out. It's parts 1 and 2. Third one is coming out Monday. Yeah, watch them in order. Don't be that person that just randomly shuffles it around, you know. Just watch it in order. It's like I think the craziest stuff hasn't happened yet, because like I said, they haven't met up with him yet. So I'm looking forward to that part. But I'm not really, like, honestly, I'm not expecting some crazy ass interview. Oh wait, let me see. Now that I heard about the sociopath thing, do I think I've met one? That's what I was thinking when I watched the second one. Because it's kind of weird. Like, some people are just, in a way, awkward. And I don't want to really be like, oh, that's a sociopath type thing. Because there were even certain type of things that I can say, like, maybe I've done that seem like it, but like probably not that extreme like that. But and then I've seen other people do some of the stuff that they were saying also. I don't think that they're sociopaths, you know what I mean? Like, you might be able to recall a time where you kind of didn't feel emotion towards something the way somebody else did. You know what I mean? And then later you sit there and think about it like, damn, like, I was kind of harsh in that you know, situation or something. But does that mean you're a sociopath? I don't think so. You know what I mean? But you still might think about that because you're thinking about the situation and you're trying to make that comparison. But other than that, like, I think it's deeper than that. And one other thing I think about him is like, dude, I know so many people that were around that age when I was like younger, like Jake Paul's age or whatever, where they just did stupid shit, or like they were living life like so wild. It was like they really didn't care. It was just about having fun and turning up, and like that was their life. I don't know if I can really say they're a sociopath like that, like, because I mean, at least the people I knew, they didn't feel that disconnected from everything. So, you know, that's another thing. Like, there's a lot of parts in there that may seem like it, but I don't think it's that deep to the point where I could be like, for sure, like, yeah, I know a sociopath. Have I ever met someone that had really fake emotions and was weird? I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, okay, so like one thing about me, out of everybody I know, I feel like I'm kind of, I don't know, like, not like, dude, I care about stuff, but like, for me, I just feel like people make choices and there are consequences. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't. It's not really like I'm just so shut off from everything, and I feel like, oh my god, like I'm just cut off from everything. It's just there's kind of reasons. Like there is a reason. You know, every action has some type of consequence or something. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you made the choice. You got to deal with whatever the consequence is. Also, you know, if you want to do better, then just do better the next time or whatever. I don't think I'm just so cut off to the point where I'm just emotionless to everything. You know what I mean? Because there's sometimes where I'm like, damn, I was kind of emotional with that. You know, um, maybe not as much as some people, but yeah, I haven't met anybody that I think is bad like that. Like, at least I didn't think so. I haven't met anybody that was like that turned out to be stupid fake. Like I meet some people, and they're talking about some people they might have met, you know, along the way, and it ends up being like, oh, this person had a fake name, and then they ended up being like this whole totally different person. Like where the hell did you meet this person from? You know what I mean? Like they came out of nowhere and they were scheming and plotting for years. Like what? I've never met that type of person, and I'm guessing that's probably what that is, because that person doesn't care what happens to anyone else. They just care about their own personal gain. Damn, I ran right into the back of that. Damn, that poor video game person is dead. Let me go to my settings and cut it to the high camera. I hate when it's low. I don't know why. Every single time I cut it off, it goes right back to the low camera. Yeah, I do watch anime. I need to watch some new ones. Um, there was one I was trying to watch. I can't even remember which one it was. Man, I can't believe I messed up my car. Messed it up again. It's already damaged. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I watch anime. What's your favorite anime? For me, I don't even know. Like all time favorite, probably Dragon Ball Z. I know that seems like the most common one that people choose, but really, it is Dragon Ball Z. Like that was one. That's one anime where I can like. I mean, there's animes I've seen every single episode of, but Dragon Ball Z, I've seen every episode of Dragon Ball Z. Not every episode of GT, but every episode of Super. Um, Dude, I used to be obsessed with Dragon Ball Z. I used to have Dragon Ball Z posters everywhere in my room. Um, Shoot, I used to always have Dragon Ball Z shirts. I had so much Dragon Ball Z stuff. In school, I remember I used to print out Dragon Ball Z pictures and put them in my folder. It was just like, it was funny because I don't know, that was probably like a long time ago. I wasn't doing that in like high school or anything. Still liked it though, you know what I mean? I wasn't one of those people that pretended like, oh, I'm in high school now, I can't act like I like Dragon Ball Z. Like, fuck that, cut that on. You know what I'm saying? And then it's so funny because after a while, those people want to adopt those type of things that they turn their back on. Like, I know some people in high school, dude, I remember you in middle school, you were into Pokemon so much, and you got to high school like, nah, I never mess with Pokemon. Like, come on, bro. I remember you. You were the kid with the Pokemon cards on the side of buildings and stuff, and you try to act like you're too cool for it now. Like, I'm gonna forever be watching cartoons because that's what I love and that's what I grew up on. Why fake it? Naruto. Yeah, for real. Dude, Naruto is dope. Sorry, I went on that little rant before I read that part. But yeah, Naruto, dude. Really, even me being such a Dragon Ball Z fan, there's a lot of story to Dragon Ball Z, but it's like man, that shit is low-key hidden, bro. Like, you gotta, like, that's why I kind of like Dragon Ball Super, because they kind of fill in the blanks for certain stuff, like how Beerus is like tied into like basically Planet Vegeta being destroyed because he told Frieza to do it, and just like a whole bunch of other different stuff, like just even how they're fighting out and, you know, fighting against other universes and stuff. Like, that's crazy as hell. You would have never thought that was gonna happen at the end of Dragon Ball Z. Like, you just thought it was that one universe. He beat Boo. That's it. Like, you know what I mean? He beat the strongest thing. I mean, there were movies after, but still, Goku always beats him. And then you never would have thought it would have been like the crazy type of characters that they had in Super. So I like how they built on that. But Naruto, I think the story of that is so much doper than Dragon Ball Z. I like how they, like, Dragon Ball Z is built around characters, but let's be honest, like, the only ones you really got a dope story from, or like some really dope connection to, is Goku or Vegeta. You might like a couple of the villains, but like, other than Frieza, there's really no deep story to any other villain. Maybe not really even Boo, other than what's in like the manga, or, you know what I mean, the show. They don't really, there's nothing really else about it. In Dragon Ball Super, you end up finding out that Frieza and them already knew about Boo. So that was crazy. Like, damn, how did y'all know about him? Alright, cool. Thank you for watching. Check you out later. Hopefully you subscribe and come back and watch the videos. That's only on you if you want to. I don't want people to feel like I'm pressuring them, like, yo, you gotta subscribe. Like, nah, just live your life. But yeah, I basically just got off the subject of the Shane Dawson thing. See ya. Oh, Kakashi, dude, Kakashi is dope. Kakashi is super tight. But yeah, back on the Shane Dawson thing. Go check it out. It's a great thing. Like, dude, I'm my thing with Shane Dawson. I haven't been like a long time subscriber or anything. I didn't really watch Shane Dawson videos before. I started watching when he came out with the Jeffree Star part. You know, the series about that. And that was interesting because I didn't know who Jeffree Star was either. I probably seen him on the internet and didn't know who he was. Which is crazy because so many people knew who Jeffree Star was and Shane Dawson. I knew who Shane Dawson was, I just never watched his videos. So, it was cool to find his channel and find out like what kind of videos he does put out. Especially these docu-series, because they're so interesting and so crazy, and it's just, you know, dope to learn about people. Hey, what's up, babe? But yeah, it's, oh my god, I'm just crashing into stuff. But yeah, dude, if you guys want to watch something that's gonna make you think and kind of freak you out a little bit, like especially how part 2 makes you think so much, 3 people watching, cool. I mean, I'm thankful for whatever, dude. Some people, when they have like those thousands of people watching on the stream, I'm like, damn, dude, that's crazy as hell. Maybe one day I'll get there, hopefully. That'll be like a turned up ass stream for sure. It's always good when you got people in the stream, because it really makes it better. You have more to talk about. Because if not, you don't have people in the stream, bro, you're just sitting there thinking about like, damn, what do I say? What do I say? What do I say? At least talking to people. You get to react to the questions and everything, think about it, or just whatever, you know what I mean? The interaction is dope. But yeah, damn, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, getting back to the Shane Dawson thing. Like I keep getting away from it. Yeah, the scariest thing is just watching it and being like, bruh, do I know? Well, first, you're probably gonna be like, do I know anybody like this? Then you're gonna be like, okay, some of this shit sounds like something I might do. And then you're gonna be like, alright, am I cool? And then you're gonna be like, alright, well, damn, 1 in 25 people are sociopaths? How many of these people do I pass on a daily? Do I work with some of these people? Have I passed any of these people in the car? If they are, what are they going to go do? Damn, I wonder. I could see what they're gonna go do, and then you're just like interested, like thinking, like, bruh, I wonder if that person's a sociopath, what they're gonna do, where, like, what would that type of person do? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, they're people. I'm sure they do regular stuff, but you immediately start to think, like, what kind of fucked up stuff is going on, and what is it, and how fucked up is it? Heck yeah, at work, dude, I'm sure people see a lot at work, especially where I work. There's so many different people. There's so many different, like, because at my job, dude, I know I deal with, like, they said a lot of sociopaths feel entitled, and man, that's almost, bruh, half of the people that are at my job. I mean, there's multiple, since there's like multiple companies and everything, and each company, got like maybe hundreds of employees, like, bro, like, dude, I know there's probably a cool amount of them. But then it's like, what's the scary part is they make it seem like it's like that movie The Thing. Like, you can't detect who is one. Like, in the movie The Thing, there was a parasite, an alien that got into people's bodies. But it would, like, the person would act weird, but the thing was like, the way you could bring it out was by fire, because it didn't like fire. But sometimes it will make the person like morph into like this crazy alien person hybrid. It's crazy, but that was about like a kind of alien taking over a person's body. But that's how they kind of like describe it, like somebody's just so super detached that it's like, it's just weird. But then, like I said, dude, that even makes you think about it, because not everybody's always gonna want to be around somebody. Not everybody's gonna always care about a situation. You know what I mean? It's not gonna impact you the same way it might impact some other people. Like, bro, if I see somebody that gets evicted out of their building or something, and it's like, oh, damn, they're gonna get kicked out and they're gonna be on the street, I might be like, damn, that situation sucks. But at the end of the day, I'm most likely gonna be like, damn, that's not my situation to really stress over. You know what I mean? Like, so in a way, it's kind of like I'm not that sensitive to it. But I mean, I would still feel like, damn, what's that person gonna do? But other than that, I'm not really gonna dig that deep into it, because it doesn't really affect my life. Like, and that sounds bad, but like, be honest, like, that's how the majority of people would think about a situation, especially if it has nothing to do with them. Oh wait, I didn't even read this comment. Bruh, I'm telling you. Like, that's true. Like, there's some people that I see all the time, and they just walk like. I mean, it's not bad to walk. That sounded bad because I kind of paused, but the way that they are, like, it's. There's nothing wrong with having like a structure in your life, um, and to just have like a type of way that you are. Um, but like some of those people, I know for a fact, if you interrupt that, dude, they act like it's like the end of everything. And those are probably those people that feel super wrong. Do you know what I mean? Because they said that like the sociopath will always feel like you know, a lot of people are gonna feel like they don't want to take the blame for anything. They're gonna have their reason for feeling like they didn't really do wrong or whatever. But like, if damn, I forgot how to. I was about to say it a certain type of way, but like, I know some of those people just feel like they don't care about anything that happens other than what they're gonna gain from the situation. You know what I mean? Like they don't care about what might happen to you after the situation, like at all. Like there's no concern about it at all. Um, it's crazy. Like I remember years ago, right? So there was a guy that he was playing basketball with his friends, right? So some guy, you know, basketball shorts. You're not playing basketball with your wallet and stuff in your pockets. So basically, this guy is playing basketball with his friends. Somebody comes and they see the wallets, and then they grab the wallets and run, right? This guy chases the person. Damn, I crashed. This guy chases the person, and while he's chasing the person, the guy just aims his gun back and shoots the guy. Guy trying to get his wallet back, right? Crazy. Dude dies or whatever. And yeah, we could have just been like, yeah, this guy was just hurting for money, but at the same time, bruh, they're chasing you. They're about to catch up with you. Drop the fucking wallet. You know what I mean? You didn't care about anything at that point. You don't even know how much money is in there. Even colder story. This one chick, she was using this guy for 6 months. They met on the internet. This guy finally saves up money to go see her, right? And while he comes to see her, comes into her building. I don't know if it was a house or apartment, whatever. Goes in there, sitting on the couch, bruh. Another dude comes out of a closet, and I think he shot him in the head, or he did something. He killed the guy. This girl pretended to be in love with this guy to the point where he visited from another state. Dude, she used him just to rob him. I think the news said they only got like $60 from the dude. You talked to him for like 6 months, playing like you like that man. And then you just work like the whole plan was to set him up to get some money, and you got $60, bro. That's some crazy. Those are people that I feel like are super disconnected. Like you spent all that time just to trick that dude. Dude lost his life. You got $60. You're in prison though. Like what? And then at that point, you think about that person, and you're like, okay, you're probably gonna apologize because you see what you've done. You're like, oh, I want to show that. You know, I mean, some people, I ain't gonna say everybody in prison doesn't feel bad about what they've done, but like, at that point, it's like, bro, it's kind of hard to believe somebody that worked a guy for 6 months just to try to get some money from him. Obviously, in that 6 months, you realized he wasn't balling. You know what I mean? So what's up with the whole plot, bruh? You know what I mean? Like, you're detached. You were just looking for your gain. You didn't care what happened. You know, crazy stuff like that. It's not like I don't. It's easy, I think, to write off people and just call people crazy because, like, calling somebody crazy is just a simple way. But like, there's other stuff that led up to them being the way they are, being weird, whatever. We'll call it weird. They might think it's normal. It's weird to us because it's not our norm. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, you look at some shit and it just doesn't make sense to you. You're like, it has to be just craziness. Because you're like, how the hell are they doing this? Why is this happening? Why do they think it's okay? But then you think about how many people there are in the world. It's so many people in the world. One thing that I always think about when I hear about certain stuff on the news, when I watch a documentary or anything, I think about how many people it is in the world, and the craziest stuff that I can think of probably has happened. The craziest shit you think of probably has happened, and it has probably happened for one of these people that are just, you know, I never understood how somebody could feel so crazy to the point where they just go somewhere and just let loose in the building, like just unload clips in the building. And just, these are people just maybe in a bank or something, just there trying to cash their check, and they're not making it out. You know what I mean? That person doesn't care. They want their money. Like, then I think about it, like, I'm like, bro, there's a lot of shit that I wouldn't do for money, you know? Like, just certain stuff that probably, like, and that's just for my dignity, bruh. So, you know, people are doing the most for all kind of stuff. Hell yeah. But then it is crazy. It's scary that, damn, I ran right into that. It is scary that it's like that. Where's that car place? It's scary that it is like that. But even thinking about that, you like, damn, that's when you get that answer. Like, when you start to have that feeling like, oh man, I feel like I can relate to some of these moments. Then you start to think about certain stuff you have compassion for. You like, damn, hell no, I guess not. Cause you know, you feel some kind of way when fucked up situations happen. But I wonder, is there like a level to it, or is it just like all sociopaths don't care about situations? Cause I'm sure there might be a little bit of care about something. You know what I mean? Damn, my shit was fucked. Yeah, repair vehicle, and then let's get the fuck up out of here. But yeah, really, like, that crap is scary, dude. It's super scary. Cause, babe, you know, that documentary about the guy, the Japanese guy, dude. He was one. He said since he was a kid, he had a personality disorder. And he was just, you know, it's weird because I don't really like to just call people weird, because some people are just, like, of course, like, it's easy to just say weird because, you know, that ain't how you are. But at the same time, you have to also think, like, there's stuff that led up to it. Like, even watching, dude, even really when I watch a documentary about somebody that has done like some crazy stuff, I can easily just be like, oh, he's a fucking monster, kill him, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, say some crazy shit about him. But at the same time, I'm like, what led up to that point? Like, what made that person like that? Like, that's why I like that documentary, like the Docu-Series. Like I said, I'm building off of basically nothing because I don't know anything about Jake Paul. I don't follow him at all. Like, I saw the boxing thing. Like, that's all I saw. I thought, he did whatever in his boxing shit. He won. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that much about him. I haven't been following them for years, So, um, I really don't want to make a judgment off of just what everybody else thinks, because these days I feel like there are a lot of people that kind of don't like people for like certain, like, dude, there's some people, like, look at comedians all day long. A comedian says some crazy stuff. You go look at a comics routine that they do, you know what I mean? They might be doing that a couple nights, in whatever city or wherever, if they're on tour or whatever. And all these people are hearing these jokes that some people find stupid offensive. Not even just some, depending on how big that comedian is, dude, they might find that shit's like crazy offensive. But we'll laugh at it, you know what I mean? And do we look at them like you're just that, that crazy, that gone to where you don't have a, like, okay, so the other day I was talking about the same thing, and I think this is when the first video came out, and I was talking about it on, actually it might have been after, it might have been when the second video came out, of Shane Dawson's video. So I posted on Twitter, like, people made a meme of this girl. It's a video. The girl has like a physical condition. It's something like her body jerks or something. She was on the news. I remember seeing her on the news, right? And she was walking, and when she tries to stop, like, her body jerks or something, right? Okay, like, I get it. Like, it looks like, you know what I mean? Like, I've laughed about some stupid shit, and I'm not laughing about that, but I'm saying, like, I get how people made that, but it's like, bro, come on. This girl can't help it, bro. Like, and it's not even a fake thing. Like, bro, she was really on the news for her condition, and people made it into a meme, like, talking about them dancing or whatever. And I get it, like, because it looks like, she's dancing, but I'm like, I'm not gonna make a meme about a handicapped person. You know what I mean? If it's like a movie character or something, like the guy from Scary Movie with the little arm or something, like, okay, like, that's a character from a movie. I'm not going that deep to the point where I'm making fun of, like, a real handicapped person, But that's why I was saying, like, it feels like a lot of other people are desensitized and they don't care, and the internet will look at that and think it's a joke, but then they post a part and, hey, what's up, Miss Gunn? Is that Gunn? Let me make sure I read that right. Yeah, alright, I read it right. But yeah, like, yeah, but like, people post crazy stuff and just won't care. That's why I'm kind of like, I see a lot of people do whatever for the views. Like I said earlier, I see crazy stuff on social media all the time. Oh shoot, where people just do whatever for the views. See a guy wrap firecrackers around his body, light it, and then he got burns on his body. There was a girl that flat ironed her tongue the other day. Crazy for the views. So to look at Jake Paul and people say, like, he's crazy, he does anything for the views, him and his brother, it's like, damn, it seems like a lot of people are doing that, you know what I mean? So if we don't really judge, I'm not taking a side or anything, but I'm like, bro, we got to judge the same people, the other people the same way, because they're out here doing crazy shit too. But then they're also talking about how they treat other people. These people on social media doing stupid stuff, they might not treat other people like crap. So, that's probably the difference. But like I said, I haven't really heard about everything that he's done because I'm not familiar with him. So hopefully when they do meet with him, they get in there a little bit deeper to find out what's going on. You said who is Jake Paul? Shoot. I don't know why I say who is Jake Paul like that. Like, shoot, not too long ago, I didn't really know who he was either. You know what I mean? He's a YouTuber. His brother is Logan Paul. He does crazy stuff for the views. I guess he has some falling out with people. He has a group called Team 10. I guess a bunch of people left because they didn't like it. And he's always in like that internet news, especially with YouTube. And I don't know. Some people find him interesting. From the stuff I've seen, I'm always like, damn, he seems annoying. Like, he wouldn't really be like somebody ever like, oh, let me hang around with. You know what I mean? Like, seems like he'll do too much. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just be like, nah, I can't fuck with it. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. See, that's why you wouldn't know about any YouTubers. No, it's cool supporting the gamers. That's why I'm saying, like, that's why I feel like okay, so since you're not familiar, there's another YouTuber called Shane Dawson. He's making like a documentary series about Jake Paul. And you know, I'm learning about it too because I'm not really familiar with Jake Paul either, but it's just interesting just on the learning part of it about, you know, they're trying to get into his mind and figure out why he is the way he is. So that's why I'm interested in it, you know. If it was a docu-series about anybody else with the same type of thing, I'd be interested in it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really like I'm there for Jake Paul. I'm there for just the content. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, that's how it was for me for like the longest. I mean, I've watched YouTube for like a long time, but when I first started watching YouTube, it was nothing but like I only watched like skits or maybe like damn, I'm over here in this dark ass area. This look like you get beat up back here. But yeah, before I wasn't really watching YouTubers like vloggers or nothing like that. When I first started watching YouTube, it was like prank videos. Maybe like I'll get on and after work and watch a shit ton of prank videos or gaming videos or something like that. And it's always been like watching gaming videos and stuff. But then like, you know, I guess I can kind of say recently, not really recently, but like recent years, I kind of not even recent years, dude. I think I started really watching vloggers maybe like the end of last year, so not even like a full year. No, probably like a full year, because I think I really started watching vlogging when the dude Fuzi came out with his second channel. I think that was like August of last year. So that's like, yeah, that's when I started watching vloggers. I wasn't really watching them before. It was just like I was watching gaming stuff. It might be some tech stuff and like I said, like pranks or comedy skits or some shit like that. I think it was crazy because that's one reason why I wasn't really watching vloggers. Like reality TV is there. I get it. Like a lot of people watch reality TV and that's kind of like what vlogging is. And it's so crazy because I got so into it because, bro, once you think about it, everybody's pretty much vlogging now. If you on the internet, you're on Snapchat, you're on Instagram. People got Facebook Live, Instagram Live. I think Twitter got a live thing. Everybody's recording their life pretty much. Like, so it's like dude, to be someone now and you're like, oh man, I don't want to vlog, I don't want to be a vlogger or anything. It's like, bro, you're kind of already doing it. Might as well just, you know, if you got the vision to put it into like a, oh my goodness, I'm running into everybody. Oh my goodness, dude. But like, yeah, dude, everybody's pretty much kind of vlogging now. They're just kind of putting it into little clips on social media instead of putting all of that into like one long video. I mean, I guess your story is, my goodness, bro, I'm driving ridiculous. Damn, I burped, excuse me. But everything, your story and all that is like vlogging. One thing for me, like, I love gaming, I've always loved gaming, but really what made me want to be a YouTuber is the fact that I could make some creative videos and kind of put them into a story format and just have things be like interesting. I don't really know why, like, bruh, like maybe like a while ago when I was really going out and like doing crazy shit, like those probably would have been like the dopest times to vlog, you know what I mean? Like they probably would have been, like, you know. And what's crazy is like I started YouTube like a long time ago, and the videos that I made back then, it wasn't gaming videos or anything. I was doing just like skit videos, and nobody I knew was into it. Like none of my friends, nobody I knew was into YouTube. Like they might have watched YouTube, but like I said, like they might have watched for like, you know, like maybe other people's skits, or like maybe like, you know, they've seen my skits, but like it was like maybe not known people, but it was kind of people that were kind of known. I think around that time, like, you had like King Batch, which he still does stuff, but you had King Batch, you had Julian Smith did skits. And like Julian Smith is like, he's been out for a while. He stopped doing YouTube and kind of came back. I don't know if he's still doing it, but like that was it. So when I did those skits and all that stuff back then, dude, it was fun, but I was just like, bro, I don't know anybody that wants to do this shit. Like nobody. So I stopped doing it, and then eventually, like, I deleted all the skit videos I made. Because I was just like, bro, I'm gonna just start my YouTube thing all over again. Dude, I didn't have anything structured. It was just like post a video whenever. I mean, like, that's kind of how it is now. I don't really have a schedule, but I wasn't posting like crazy. And it was always still like interesting and fun and everything. It was just really, I didn't know anybody else that wanted to do it, so I was just like, fuck it, you know what I mean? I'm doing my gaming, I might as well record it. I still want to do way more skits. I still want to do way more vlogs and other type of videos and stuff. It's weird because you look at like anybody else's life and you're like, damn, that's not my normal life. So you might be interested in it. There's some people that don't do shit. There's some people that do videos from their cars and people watch them all the time. They're just in their car talking. And people love that shit. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, hacker? What's up, everybody? But yeah, man, that mess is so crazy, dude. Once you think about all that stuff, like the internet and everything, like, dude, there was a time where you didn't even know this other person on the other side of the world existed. Now you sit there and watch this person, and it gets so deep to the point where some people watch this person so much, not even just on YouTube, not even just on Twitch. They follow this person on all type of social media, bruh. and they feel like they have that real deep connection with that person, somebody they never ever met in their life. And it was a point where none of that was really going on. Like, what back then, what were people doing? Like sending each other emails or something, maybe. Like, I mean, like people still do use email, but like, bro, we probably use email when it's like we get a notification on something we bought or some shit like that. Like nobody's really using crap like that unless you're using like work related stuff. Or who the fuck uses email? Like people that are cheating on their spouse or something, like they're married and it's like that's the only way they could do it is like, oh, send me an email or something. I don't know, nobody uses email like that really. It's so crazy how technology and everything just, dude, it changes all the time. Like even people talk about like 20 years ago, you be like, damn, 20 years ago, to you that seems like a long ass time, but once you think about like everything, like bruh, that's not really that long ago. And so much changes and everything. Like what the fuck are we gonna be doing 20 years from now? I don't know why I always like think of some crazy stuff like that, especially if you watch like a show like Black Mirror on Black Mirror Black Mirror on that sounded weird too, on Netflix, dude. That shit I have you thinking about that too. I'm telling you, I watch all this crazy stuff, so that's why this Shane Dawson thing is so interesting. See, you know what's crazy also? In the Shane Dawson second part, it said sociopaths love to learn about people. Even if they went to counseling, they'll probably just collect information on how to become better actors. Bruh, imagine, you think you're helping somebody, you think somebody's getting help. I mean, there's tons of people that probably go to you know, sessions and stuff, and then they just end up the same way. They seem like they're fine, they act like they're fine, they try to prove that they're fine. They're really not fine, but they do it because they just have to get through whatever it is to get to the next step, get out of whatever that situation is, just so they can carry on with life. But it's like, bruh, they said sociopaths are so charismatic and people want to be around them. Then you think about that, like you think about yourself, you know, everybody's different. Some people don't really make friends like that, some people do, and if you do, you think about that like, damn, people think I'm charismatic and this and that. Like it's weird because just watching that, dude, you really will feel some sort of way like, do I got any of these damn characteristics? Hey, what's up, XFOS? I don't know why I read it like that, but what's up? But yeah, man, I don't know. I just wanted to get on and talk about that because I was up thinking about it, like that docu-series. I just thought it was so dope. It's not even done yet. I think the craziest part is going to be the one that happens on Monday. But then again, it's like another thing. If sociopaths are such good actors, if they kind of study people and know what kind of reaction to give to get away with what they need to get away with, if they know how to treat that situation, then even having that interview, how would you be able to really break that down and be like, alright, is he a certified sociopath, or is he just putting on a good ass show right now and pretending to be this good person? Like, how would you know? Like, you wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying? Yo, son, I'll be home in a minute. What the fuck? Fuck that, I'm not brushing my teeth. I don't know why I would say I wouldn't be brushing my teeth. I'd probably be Whoa, what am I saying? That would probably be the best thing to do. Brush my damn teeth. I'm over here like beat, 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 beat. Son. But yeah, bro. Um, damn. But yeah, dude. Y'all should really go check out that video. I don't know when you guys are gonna see this. Because it's still gonna go up on YouTube. You better check it out after all of them come out anyway. If all of them are out by then, just go to Shane Dawson's channel and check them out. I'll probably put the links down in the description section, because it's dope, man. Even if you don't care about Jake Paul like me, I don't really care about Jake Paul. I don't, you know what I mean? It's nobody. He's nobody I'm checking for real. Even since this Docu-Series, I have not went to go watch a Jake Paul video. You know what I mean? I haven't. I'm just kind of going off of what I'm learning in this crap. And maybe that's a little bit one-sided, just to go off of what I'm learning from the Shane Dawson stuff. But, bro, I don't really think I could sit through a bunch of those fucking videos. I'm not gonna buy the game you want. I don't even know what game I want. I don't know. Get the new Pokemon. I used to hate when parents said this shit. Pokemon? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Pokemon? There is no A in there. I'm going the wrong way. But yeah, bro. I'm driving reckless. I'm gonna take this damn car to the house. And let me see. Where is it? I'm probably doing this like the slowest way ever. But oh well. But yeah, bro, like I said, even if you don't care about Jake Paul, still watch the documentary thing just for like educational reasons, because it is interesting. You know, what's so crazy is like, if you're older or whatever, you know, in college, high school, whatever, one of the best things to do is to take like a psychology class. Also, not just psychology, but sociology. Those classes are so fucking dope, because this is another reason. Like, it's like, they're like, sociopaths love to learn about people so they know how to deal with people when they're acting crazy. I love to learn about people. I don't know why. I think about it so much. I always think about it. It's interesting to me. But it's not like I'm out here like duping people or cheating people or acting crazy or whatever. But it is just always interesting to me. But yeah, watch it for those educational reasons, because you will be thinking about certain stuff that you probably haven't thought about, man. Like, I don't know, like I said, I wasn't familiar with Shane Dawson until the Jeffree Star stuff. Still not really familiar with Jake Paul, so bruh, it's just, it's interesting. Like I said, if it was anybody else, I'd probably still be interested, but it makes it even more interesting because it's something that's talked about through YouTube. And dude, I watch YouTube more than I watch cable TV or any other type of TV. So also hearing the community talk about it makes it even better. Oh my god, dude. Let me get out of here. I don't want this music to be playing, bro, in the garage. But yeah, it's just like, it's crazy, dude. Because up until this point, like, the promo for it, for like the Jake Paul stuff, and everything, like the not the promo, but like the trailer and everything, does build him up to be like this crazy person. And like I said, I don't know about him as much as some people do, so I can't really make that judgment. All I can do is watch this and build off of it. I think the main thing people don't like about him are his arrogance, the way that he has treated other people, and that's another thing. Okay, like, you know what? I'm gonna get in another car and drive around a little bit, because there's another part I want to talk about, and this might be like the part where people will be like, "Damn, that sounds kind of fucked up," but like, I don't want you guys to take it as fucked up. Let me see. Okay, I'm still on passive. So, one thing I was thinking about was new follower. Is it gonna show? Like, I don't know if this is saying this is a YouTube follower or if it's like somebody watching through the PlayStation thing. If it's a YouTube one, thank you. Welcome for, I mean, not welcome for following. Thank you for following. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy the videos and everything. But yeah, alright, so the other part that I was thinking about, everybody was talking about how Jake Paul is a bully. You know, people even said that he was in high school and everything. I get it. You know, he probably was. I'm not saying he's not. And one of the worst things I think is when I hear about kids that are bullied, because they can't help it, bro. These kids have to go to school. You know, they're going to the same school all the time. They have to see that same kid all the time. Everybody's not taking it as serious as the kid is. You know, they might think the kid is just doing too much. It's not really that big of a deal. But that kid doesn't, you know what I mean? That kid doesn't know what to do because nobody's really paying attention or whatever. And I think that's probably a horrible thing for a kid to go through. I wasn't bullied, so I can't really say that, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I had my stages when I was, you know, a fat kid or whatever, but I've always kind of had like jokes to defend myself. So if if a kid wanted to talk about me being fat, like, I was probably gonna roast him with jokes to the point where he wasn't really gonna say too much else, you know what I mean? So that always worked for me, but not everybody has that. So it probably does suck for a kid that's getting bullied and they can't do anything, you know what I'm saying? But then thinking about how these people that got bullied by Jake Paul, everybody's pretty much at an age where it's like, bro, like, you can do something about it. You're kind of allowing it to a certain point, and it's hard to say, but it's true. The hell yeah, jokes will save you. Like, dude, if you got jokes, bro, man, I don't even like. Yeah, if you got jokes, that mess saves you. It really does, like, because I wasn't that kid in high school always trying to act cool. I wasn't that kid in high school always trying to impress somebody, doing whatever to try to impress girls. I didn't even try to talk to girls that went to my school, so that wouldn't have made sense anyway. So it was like me having jokes that kind of got me to be able to be cool with people all around. For me, I really hung out with the kids I've known since elementary school and middle school. Those were the skateboarder kids, you know what I mean? I knew some nerdy kids and shit like that. Like, I mean, nerdy kids, like kids that were bullied, and then, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of had to, like, stop people from bullying them. But, like, I think I pretty much got along with everybody. I got along with the class clown dudes. I got along with the little dudes that bang. I got along with the basketball player, football player. the nerdy kids, the kids that carried the fucking strategy guides in their backpack. I got along with them. I got along with the kids that were still playing Yu-Gi-Oh at like the lunch tables and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I pretty much got along with everybody. So like I've seen how it is on both sides. Like bruh, I've stopped someone I knew that was the bullying another kid that I knew. Like I knew the person being bullied and I knew the person that was doing the bullying, and I stopped him from it. Like that's how bad it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like it's crazy. So if he was a bully, you know, and I'm talking about back in school, those are the situations I'm talking about. And in those situations, like those kids couldn't do anything. You know, not everybody's parent can just send them to another school. Not everybody. What if? I mean, I live in Los Angeles, so there's plenty of schools, but still, what if that's not a school that's in their area where they live? The parent's not gonna just switch their school. You know what I mean? It's not convenient for them. Whatever. You know. So, but as an adult, bruh, I feel like there's a certain point where you kind of allow certain stuff. Contracts, bruh, like, no, if I ever have to sign a contract or anything, I'm getting this shit seriously looked at. I'm not putting myself in a situation where I just don't have control of anything. I don't want anybody to be hanging shit over my head like that. Like, that's a no-go. Like, what the fuck? You're a slave to a Team 10 deal? The fuck is a Team 10 deal? That sounds like a bowling alley website or something. You know what I mean? Like, but, and then you think about it, it's like, okay, like, yeah, they seem cool, but like, bro, like, guaranteed if Jake Paul went to my school and what's it called, he would have been getting bullied. They would have been roasting him all day long, bruh. He would have been like on some serious depressed shit. Like, dude, they weren't letting anybody at my school live with, bruh, at all. At all. At all, dude. And that's what's so crazy is like, how is he the cool kid? Not even saying that the cool kid has to be the dick or has to be the asshole, or not even saying the cool kid has to be like that one that's just stuck up and everything, like I'm the shit, you can't do anything. I mean, but that's how it seems. And it's like, bruh, have you seen the little video that they showed in the Shane Dawson video? Like a younger Jake Paul and Logan Paul? Bruh, Jake Paul was definitely roast worthy. Like, like my goodness. Like, dude, he looked like a smaller version of the big brother off of Home Improvement, but just a little bit more weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Jake Paul looked like he used to ask for a lot of hugs. Like, that's basically what I'm saying. Like, it looked like he used to, if girls came around, it was like he was that weird cousin that was in the back just staring at him, like, you know what I mean? Like, just weird as hell, you know what I'm saying? That's what he looks like. He looks like that kid. But even then, like, just not even trying to roast him, it's just, I don't know, it's just because I hate when people act like that, because it's a lot of people that act like they're the shit a lot of times. Like, maybe sometime when I'm roasting people might take it that way. But it's not even that at all. It's just crazy because, like, some people really act like that. And if that's what it is, like, I saw Jake Paul's interview with, like, the Breakfast Club. But at the same time, like, for me, I feel like if they're talking and they're saying certain stuff that's kind of putting your name down, of course you're going to defend yourself. So I can't really just be like, oh, he's an asshole because he said that to Charlemagne, or he's acting that kind of way with Charlemagne. I was laughing at it because I was like, oh, okay. He kind of seemed like a little bit of a clown, you know what I mean? Like, he's feeling himself and shit like that. But at the same time, I was like, he does have the right to defend himself. So I couldn't really be, like, harsh on him like that, I guess. Yeah, I'm playing on PS4. but yeah, I couldn't really be harsh on Jake Paul for that. It was still funny, but yeah, I don't know. And then like I said, I don't know the real deep stuff. I'm not familiar with everybody from Team 10. Um, but at the same time, like I was trying to say, dude, how are you letting Jake Paul bully you? You know, there's like money involved and other type of stuff. Um, oh shoot. My thing is Fresh Blaze '06. But probably not on the stream. I'm probably not gonna play with anyone because I'm just kind of, just doing random crap. But yeah, you can add me though. But yeah, it's still like, dude, you guys signed up for something, didn't know what it was. That's pretty much what I'm taking from it. And the deal just went bad. You know what I mean? It's like you went and you thought you were gonna have your dream job, and then you found out that your boss was the biggest asshole in the world, and now you're like, fuck, I want to put in my 2 weeks notice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much how it is, or how it seems. And then once enough employees are fed up, of course they're gonna stand up. You know what I mean? Build their union and go against the boss, and that's what the situation seems like. But still, I feel like there's certain things that they could have controlled themselves, to not be in that situation. Like, I feel like you don't have to sell yourself that much just for the fame or whatever. Like, bruh, I want to be a successful YouTuber, not just a YouTuber, but anything else also. And I don't want to get to the point where I feel like I sold myself. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Kevin Hart, Cat Williams beef. Mike Epps and Cat Williams don't like Kevin Hart, and they said that they feel like Kevin Hart sold himself so much. And at one point, I really did like Kevin Hart's comedy. Like, I still think he does great stuff. I've said it before, I haven't seen any other comedian that seemed that big except for Eddie Murphy. Like, people don't really talk about Eddie Murphy now because he's done so much already. Like, bruh, I think he was like the first comedian to have a stand-up special at a theater. Now we got social media and so much other stuff, so Kevin Hart's numbers are gonna be way bigger. It's different times and everything like that. But dude, Eddie Murphy was big, Kevin Hart is big, Cat Williams doesn't like him. And at the end of the day, I remember Kevin Hart on old specials that I've seen of him when he was younger. It was a few different specials that I've seen where he kind of recycled the same jokes or whatever, you know what I mean? But maybe that was just his routine at the time. But these were over years. I remember seeing him in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Like, that was a long time ago. It was a cameo. It wasn't like he was a main character, but he was in it. He was doing that for years. He used to be in a Rockefeller movie. If you guys aren't familiar with Rockefeller, it was a record label that Jay-Z was on, Kanye West was on, and everything. He was in one of their movies. That was years ago, early 2000s. Kevin Hart was out here for a long time, so I can't say that he didn't sit there. The only reason why I feel like I take Cat Williams' side is because certain stuff I did agree with, but at the same time, Kevin Hart did his work. He did what he was supposed to do. He earned his spot, so you can't really sit there and judge that part. That's why I feel like there's certain stuff people will do for fame. They'll pretty much, oh my god, they'll pretty much try to do whatever You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, people do whatever for the views now, and it's like, is it that serious? You guys are ending up in the hospital. Yeah, you got views, but what happens? The internet is so quick. We sit there and laugh at a meme for maybe a week, depending on how much life that meme has, depending on how many times you could flip it and make another joke out of it. The internet makes shit die off quick. You're out here doing whatever to get the views. You're in a hospital, bro. By the time you're healed, your shit is dead. That joke ain't funny no more. Nobody thought that video you did was dope anymore. You get out of the hospital, people forgot. It's a couple of people checking for you, but not really. They ain't even know your name. They just knew you did some stupid ass challenge where you hurt yourself. You know what I mean? The internet is too fast for that, bro. They move on to the next thing so easily. That's why it's like, bro, you look at all of these people that wanted to join Team 10. It's probably other shady stuff going on, not just with Team 10 and Jake Paul and whoever else. I mean, like one of those two. There's probably all kind of other crazy stuff going on. Dude, it's the internet. There's so much shady shit that goes on because everybody wants to be on the top. You know everybody wants to be on the top. Everybody wants to be at that spot. So to be at that spot, people are like, I'm going to step on some toes. I'm going to do some fucked up shit to get there. They don't care. Again, then you start to think about those people. Are those people sociopaths? To go that deep? I don't know if like a lot of people are watching this still, but dude, have you ever thought about, there's a book called The 48 Laws of Power. So many successful people read that book, listened to that book, whatever. I got it on audiobook. Started listening to that book, dude. The first few chapters are basically about how you can manipulate people for your own personal gain. Now, what they were describing about a sociopath is that's what someone would do. In those chapters, dude, they named so many different people that are successful, have been like great leaders over like the decades and all this different stuff, right? And these people manipulated their way to the top. They tricked somebody, they played somebody at some point to get to where they were. And then at that point, it's like you look at these people and you're like, damn, I wish I was famous like them. I wish I was as successful as them, as rich as them, or whatever. And then you start to think like, damn, if it's in this book and these people have been doing this shit for so long, there must be a little bit of right in it. The formula seems like it works, right? But then at the same time, if you got morals and stuff like that, you're gonna sit there and be like, man, I can't work people over. I can't be fucked up and step on somebody's toes. They're working just like I am, trying to get to whatever point. But then at the same time, you're also thinking like, damn, this is success. If I make this one move, I might be able to just do whatever the fuck I said I wanted to do. That's when you got that battle of like, damn, should I be an asshole or should I just be cool and humble and try to find another way? And I think that's something a lot of people deal with, because even at work, bro, I think everybody works at a job where they know some type of dirt, something. Even any job, you can work at McDonald's, you probably know some dirt about the motherfuckers flipping the patties. You work over there at the register, somebody doing some dirt. I don't know, he might be throwing patties in his damn pockets or something. I don't know, stealing, doing some, whatever. You know some damn work related dirt. You do. And at that point it's like, bruh, damn, I want that person's schedule. You know, some people are riding tail just so they can get the schedule. You know what I mean? Try to work somebody so they can get up higher. But then there's a lot of people that won't. And that's just like one layer of that sociopath stuff that they were talking about. Then you think about that, you're like, damn. That's what made me think about it. It was like, damn, this shit happens every single day. Whoa, my girl was fucked up last night. Babe, if you watching the game, he knows something about what you've been doing. But yeah, bro, that shit is crazy. It's crazy because it is scary in that way, because you do think about all that stuff and how everyone acts. Even Shane Dawson says it in his video. He's, oh my god, he's talking and he's like, damn, that makes me think of some of my friends sociopaths. Hey, what's up with that? Wait, is that say that? Oh, KOS. Oh shit, I hit somebody, I don't even know. But yeah. Oh, he is done. I did not mean to do that. Whoa. Yeah, dude, I do like Shane Dawson. One thing that I liked, I did like his comedy. I like how he adds that comedy and humor to his videos, because if, in my opinion, like if the Jeffree Star thing didn't have those funny moments, it wouldn't have been, it would have been good, but it would have been a different type of mood, you know what I mean? Because there were parts where it did get serious. It did get to like a, fuck, why did I come down here? What am I doing? I didn't mean to do this. But yeah, the Jeffree Star thing, if it didn't have that funny stuff in there, if it wasn't that cool chemistry between Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, it wouldn't have been that entertaining. So it was funny parts on both sides, from Jeffree Star and from Shane Dawson, dude. I think both of their personalities are very dope. They're like, it's kind of like, bro, you have to have a serious grudge with both of those people to hate them. You feel, you like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, because there's some people that just hate people and there's like, I fucking hate you. But like, you have to have a serious issue with them. But yeah, like the dark humor, like I feel like in that documentary that was needed a lot. Because you didn't want it to go away from the realness of it. You wanted the realness to be there. But then, you know, I think in those real moments, there were certain parts where you're like, okay, this is getting a little bit uncomfortable. And it's uncomfortable for you, but it's like you didn't even go through it. You know what I mean? Or maybe, you know, you might be able to, I guess, relate to it if you have gone through some similar things. But you still like that humor, because I think what it really is like, you feel happy that that person can joke about it. Because, you know, as soon as you hear about some stuff like that from a person, your first thing is to be like, oh, damn, like, you know, you're probably concerned, or you're probably thinking about it like, damn, like how did you deal with that, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And to see somebody kind of get past that and they're able to look back and joke about it and stuff, it makes you feel a certain kind of way too, because you're like, all right, cool. Like, they're cool about it. They're not that down about it or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, yeah, I think people are gonna really, I think people are normally gonna do that for anyone. You're always gonna have the people that love your content and you, and then you're gonna have the people that just, they don't like you for whatever reason. I haven't seen a reason yet to not like Shane Dawson. I was watching more of his videos today, like some of the conspiracy videos. Just checking those out, because like I said, like I've said it a couple of times throughout the stream, but I wasn't really familiar with him. Like I've heard of him. I might have seen his video before, but I wasn't really following Shane Dawson until the Jeffree Star stuff. So that really made it interesting. Like, you know what I mean? And it was funny because I was gonna do a video afterwards about like the Jeffree Star stuff. Just on how I enjoyed that docu-series so much. Fake controversy on Shane Dawson or Jeffree Star. I mean, because dude, really, I didn't, and it was so crazy because, bro, when they were talking about the Jeffree Star stuff, I was like, damn, I've kind of been paying attention to the internet forever, and I never, I mean, I guess it's just like I never looked for the stuff that Jeffree Star was a part of, so maybe that's why I never really noticed them. But dude, that documentary stuff was dope. Whoa, wow. I never heard about the Shane Dawson thing, like that. That's crazy. See, I didn't know anything about that. Yeah, dude. That's another thing about the internet. There's so much stuff that people, there's crazy lengths people will go to like try to tarnish someone's name. You know, and it's kind of a sensitive thing because if evidence is there, then you don't want to sit there and just be like, sweep it under the rug. You know what I mean? If you can prove it, then okay. You know what I mean? You can't go against the proof. You can't go against facts or whatever. People will sit out there, will be out there and throw out so many different type of rumors about stuff and not care how it affects anybody. And then that person's gone. That person's in their depression. That person's having crazy thoughts. That person's just going through the most. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. We started a rumor. We ruined their life. Now this person is somewhere crying or acting crazy or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, you guys kind of made this happen just because you didn't like this person for whatever reason. Like, you took it that far. I don't know. I just feel like, dude, it's weird with the internet, dude. I feel like the internet, probably because there's so many people on the internet, people are gonna have different opinions on so much. Like, I feel like the internet, like recently, like, dude, there's been so much stuff with people talking about mental health, right? And that's cool, you know what I mean? It's cool to have awareness of it and everything. That's why I like this Shane Dawson documentary and everything. Road to 300. Heck yeah, dude. Oh my goodness. Am I in? Please say I'm in. Okay, I'm still in passive. But heck yeah, road to 300, man. But yeah, the docu-series, the reason I love it so much is just because, like I said, the learning part of it, you know, learning about how people are, how they deal with some of the mental stuff that they go through. It's all interesting. Even if you haven't watched Shane Dawson videos, I don't know if you don't watch documentaries, but if you want to watch stuff that's kind of interesting, Viceland is interesting. Vice is very interesting. It's just so much stuff. Like, you know about what's going on around where you live. You might not even know about everything that's going on where you live. I live in Los Angeles. There's so much shit going on in Los Angeles. It's a lot of stuff I don't know. But even more interesting is the stuff that's like from places where you're not from. You know what I mean? People that kind of are different. shoot, it might be somebody that lives where you live, but they're just different. You know what I mean? You're learning about that person, how they're thinking, how they deal with life. It's crazy and interesting. And but yeah, like I was saying, the internet has been talking about mental health lately, even on, like, especially YouTube. That's mainly what I'm talking about, YouTube. But at the same time, it's kind of like, bro, like, there's so many people that will go to somebody else's page, not like that person, and tell that person to, hey, thanks, Terry. But there would be people that would go to somebody else's page and tell that person to, like, kill themselves, like, and just, like, bully people, like, internet bullying. Like, it's kind of weird, because, like, for me, I know internet bullying is a thing, but it does affect some people. Like, some people really always have to watch it. They're addicted to seeing what people think about them. You know what I mean? They want to stop, but they can't stop, and then they're just watching it, you know? But yeah, dude, it's just, the whole thing is crazy. Like, but that's why I like that Docu-Series, dude. If you're gonna learn, you might as well learn from somebody that you kind of, I'm not gonna say look up to. Well, I guess there is a lot of people that look up to Shane Dawson and watch his videos and want to make content like that, and they find it interesting and everything. Like, dude, I wish I can do a docu-series, because that would be interesting. You know what I mean? How would I do it? Who would I do it on? Like, just a bunch of stuff. That's so interesting about it. And I think there's even other big YouTubers that wish they can do the type of videos that Shane Dawson does. You know what I mean? Even I saw Keemstar talking about he's gonna try to do another documentary. I don't know on who, but he said he's gonna do one. People were even trying to say that he's like stealing Shane Dawson's ideas and stuff. I don't know if he's stealing his idea, but you know, it does seem interesting he's talking about it during this docu-series right now. But anyway, yeah, man, I just feel like the internet does cause a lot of this stuff. It's like one day you'll have a group sitting there feeling like they're so compassionate about not having people treated this way, and then the next day it's like, oh, let's make this motherfucker feel bad. You know what I'm saying? And then now that person's in depression, and it's like, oh, well, we didn't like him now. Like, what? Like, you still have, you promoted, you know, being cool and fighting against bullying and all this stuff, but here you are on somebody's comment acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's so damn common, bruh. And people don't think about it unless it affects, you know, what they like or who they like or whatever like that. Cause like, bruh, really, to me, if you got the time to go to somebody's page and talk about how much you hate them, like, dude, still, you gave them the view, you gave them the comment, you know what I mean? You spent your watch time. You gave them watch time. Just to say some crap, like, you know what I mean, that may or may not be read. Like, it ain't that serious. Like, if you don't like the video, you know, at the most, shoot your thumbs down. Me, if I'm watching a video I don't even like, I don't even do that. I just get off of the video and go watch something else. That's it. I'm not out here to ruin nobody's life, career, whatever. Write some hateful shit in their comments and hope that they read it so they can feel bad. Like, nah, I'm cool. It's not that serious, you know. But people spend time doing that every single day, and they don't care. That's just what they want to do. I'd advise you guys not to do no crap like that. You know what I mean? Don't even spend the time on throwing no hatred, man. Like, the best bet is to just chill or distance yourself from whatever it is. Cause you out there lashing out and doing all that crazy shit, like, bruh. And that's how you know these days people are also doing that shit for the views. Maybe this comment to get read and then I'll end up on a reaction video or some shit like that. Like, bruh, come on, bro. Like, there's times when people go and do that shit. Like, I remember there was a girl said some crazy shit to Rihanna, dude. Probably didn't think about it. Rihanna responded back. Everybody turned on the girl. The girl thought she said some shit that made sense. Rihanna roasted her. The internet went crazy and kept roasting that girl. That girl deleted her Twitter. Like, you deleted your whole shit. You want to say some stupid shit. Somebody checked you. Now you're like, I gotta delete my page. Like, dude, not even a tweet. You deleted the whole page. But yeah, that is horrible, man. But I've just been driving around this whole time. I haven't done no mission or nothing. I'm sorry if this is too boring. It was really, I was just up thinking about stuff. Mainly what the title is about the Shane Dawson thing, because that does bring other questions. That makes people wonder if they've experienced any of that in their life. Like, what if, like, people have fallen outs all the time with people, and normally the reason why you have a falling out with someone is because you feel like you guys came to a difference in, you know, in opinions about a situation or something. You know what I'm saying? You might have felt, depending on how the situation was, maybe they were emotional about it and you weren't. Or maybe it was the other way around. You know what I mean? There's so many characteristics that they were talking about in the sociopath behavior and stuff like that. Like, it does make you just be like, damn, I know I had to have dealt. I know I dealt with somebody like that before. You know what I mean? Wait, oh yeah, that's what she is, dude. The girl that said that shit to Rihanna, yeah, she put herself in that position, dude. She really did. And I don't even think Rihanna really said anything. Like, Rihanna didn't say anything that was like stupid hurtful. I think she just kind of roasted the girl a little bit. It was the internet that took it to like the next level, and got it to the point where that girl just deleted her page. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dude, I hate clout chasers too, and it seems like it's so many people like that. Like, this is how much, like, I don't like it. There's been times where I've been like, alright, cool, I'm gonna make a video about a certain topic. Then I think about it like, dude, like, even right now, the Shane Dawson thing. This is interesting enough for me to make this video. Like I said, I haven't been doing anything but driving around, crashing into cars, and just talking. But this thing is interesting enough to have my attention like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't even know how long I've been streaming, but anyway, it's interesting. And there's sometimes when I want to make videos about certain stuff, I'm like, do I even really care enough to make the video about this? Like, there's honestly some people I feel like they make videos just, you know, they're just like, alright, cool, like, this is a topic, I'm gonna make a video about it. I don't really care about it, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna do it because I know people are gonna be searching for it. I can get my views up. I don't think it's that serious. Like, if I'm not interested in it, that's why, like, dude, sometime with my gaming videos, I could be sitting here trying to buy every new damn game. Dude, sometime I'll play a game that's old, you know what I mean? When I did my Doom series, it wasn't when Doom first came out. I chose to do that game because I wanted to play that game. some people are gonna be like, nah, why you play that game? Like nobody's searching for Doom anymore. Well, it was interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna chase whatever's gonna get me the views or do stupid stuff to get me the views. That's dumb. And those type of people that do that, dude, later on down the line, they end up talking about how depressed they were because of certain shit they had to go through, certain stuff that they done that caused problems. It's like, bro, you made those choices, dude. You know what I'm saying? So you have to look in the long run. Like, is it really that serious? Yeah, dude, for real. Like, there's so many people, their time does run out, bro. Like, seriously. That's what I was saying about the internet. I'm like, dude, the internet is so fucking fast. Like, everything happens on the internet fast. I think this should go back to my house, right? I don't want to test it, man. I think this is one of the first cars I made in GTA Online. I'm just trying to go back to the house or whatever. But yeah, dude, the internet, everything happens so fast, dude. There's been so many people that were funny. They ended up becoming a meme or something like that, and they were hilarious. Their little bit was hilarious, and whatever they did was hilarious. It was funny. We paid attention to it. But then what happened like later, when nobody thought it was funny anymore? Dude, it got to the point where you had some of these people that were in memes and different shit, like on shows about stuff. Like they were hosting club parties and all kind of stuff just because people thought whatever it was interesting. Then when people thought that shit wasn't funny anymore, dude, what happened to those people? Those are the people you like think of on a random day, and you're like, damn, I wonder what happened to, you know. But it's so crazy, dude, because one day that shit can be hot, and then the next day it's like people are like, nah, the next thing is something else, dude. Bruh, that's what I'm saying, dude. Ninja, I like Ninja. I think he's cool from what I've seen. I don't personally know him, but what I've seen, he seems cool. But yeah, dude, I think that's gonna die out soon. I think Fortnite adds so much stuff to it that's appealing to, like, you know, like younger kids or whatever. So that's maybe not always, but that's gonna keep Fortnite alive for a long time. I don't want that car. I'll take this one. But yeah, so I think Fortnite is gonna die out soon, or I think Ninja will eventually make a transition to, you know, end up making the transition to another game or something. Maybe when Call of Duty comes out, he might make a transition to that. I don't know. But dude, yeah, he might die out too. Whoa, let me see. See? Dude, there's so much stuff that happens in people's lives, and then they just, stuff changes. But yeah, man. Whoa. Did she say I was following her? Ma'am, I am not following you. But yeah, I was thinking about what I was about to say. It was about to be about that Shane Dawson thing. It was about like the clout chasing thing. There's so many people that probably want to be like the next Jake Paul. Even if we hate him, or if you like him or whatever, one thing you can say is, yes, he has had his success, you know what I mean? He still pretty much has it. Like, once you think about known YouTubers, you have to say his name because he is in that list of known YouTubers. That's why there's a docu-series about him. If he was somebody regular that was small, it wouldn't be a big enough story to even make videos on. You know what I mean? But since he is important in the YouTube world, that's why videos are being made about him. And that means he's successful in some sort of way. You know what I mean? Like, we might find him annoying or whatever. But it doesn't change the fact that it's true. And I think it's a dope series. Like I said, Monday, I think, is the video where they meet up with him finally, because the first two, they didn't meet up with him yet. It was them talking about what to expect. The second video is basically about what a sociopath is, and them just kind of putting certain stuff together that might be, oh my god, what was that person doing? That might be things to prove that he's a sociopath. You know, dope content. I love content like this. I know I don't always put out like the most content or the best content or whatever, but dude, I hope I can get to a level where I'm making dope videos like Shane Dawson. It doesn't have to be documentaries. It's funny because I thought about that because I'm so interested in it. Just on anything, like, bro, anything. Like, I can even, dude, it can even be a point where I start doing it with people that are, you know, artists. It could be like actual artists, it could be musical artists or whatever, people on the come up that like want their story told, whatever they went through or whatever. Like, that could be an idea, you feel me? Like, it's so much different stuff. Oh my god, I did not choose that news station, I mean radio station. Hey Terry, dude, thanks, man. Hell yeah, dude. Jake Paul has made so much money, bro. It's the longest you ever talked to a streamer, dude. For real. I just had like, I was just thinking about stuff. I did a video earlier, playing Warface. Why did I say Warface like that? But I was playing that earlier. Um, and then I was just watching stuff on, I think, I was watching stuff on Netflix. Then I was just like, dude, I want to talk about this Shane Dawson thing. I wanted to put out a video that was like me recording it on camera and kind of really doing it, like have it edited and everything. But this is the part that, like, yeah, like an edited video might be dope, might be cool or whatever. It looks more organized and everything, but at the same time, I think like the organic conversation, with nothing that's scripted, where I'm not sitting there trying to piece together what sounds right and everything, just having a real conversation is probably the best thing. So that's why I just did it on a stream. Like I said, I haven't been doing anything but driving around and talking. Yeah, dude, Warface was fun. It was fun. I think it's just I'm not used to it fully yet. But I'm sure I can get used to it way more and play it. I know I'll be doing another video of it. Yeah, dude, when it's live, it's dope. That's one thing. It's definitely dope, like interacting with you guys, because yeah, people can always leave comments after I post a video, but having this live interaction is dope. You know what I mean? It really makes it interesting, dude. Because normally, like, dude, if I stream anything and there's nobody in the chat, it might be people watching, but like if nobody says anything, then it's like me just sitting there trying to think of shit to fucking talk about, come up with something, and then it's like there's points where I'll just get quiet. It's because I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? There's like no real topic. Tonight there was a topic, so that's why I'm probably speaking so much. Um, but yeah, dude, having everybody in the stream and actually interacting, it makes it so much better. Not just for the rest of the chat, but like even for the streamer, man. Like it's dope. Like that's how everybody's gonna connect and kind of learn how people are. Um, oh shoot, I thought that was the end. I don't even know if you can still fly out of the front window. I think you can. Hey, yo, thank you for watching, man. I'm probably about to get off also. Um, but yeah, really, thank you for watching, dude. Happy you liked the video. Um, and yeah, hopefully you come back to the stream and everything. Yeah, it was fun, dude. I really did enjoy it. I really did enjoy it. I'm glad because I was sitting here like, damn, should I get on? Should I get on? And then I'm glad I did. So I'm glad you guys did really just sit there and think that my rant and shit or conversation shit wasn't just horrible. You know what I mean? Some people probably be like, man, fuck this. But I don't know. It was just some stuff to I was thinking about stuff and I wanted you guys to kind of think about stuff. Because like I said, even though it's about the docu-series is about Jake Paul, it's still interesting even if it wasn't about him. Like I said, I don't really care about Jake Paul. I don't watch his stuff, so I'm in it because the whole idea is dope. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna end the video here. For you guys that are watching, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys have a good day, night, wherever you're from, whatever time it is. I saw some people typing stuff in another language, so you might be obviously you're in a different time zone. So whatever time it is for you, hopefully you have a good day, good night. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe and come on the post notifications so you know when I do stream or post more videos. You guys stay dope, and I will check you guys out later. Peace.